Hello, good day, everybody. My name is Miriam Jonathan, MJ for short. People know me as Madam MJ. Well, I'm an herbal practitioner, and today I'll be trashing an issue on Staphylococcus infection. Though I won't be going deep into it because I already talked about it on my last video. I'm just here to share my experience, that my experience with other customers, other clients, other patients. You get what I'm saying? So please, just in case maybe you want to go deeper into staphylococcus infection, you can just go through my last video. That's if you are watching me from YouTube, you can go into you can go to my channel, that is MJ Herbals, then you get my last video. I discuss more about it. But I'll still talk about the symptoms of staphylococcus right now, the most common one. And the symptoms of staphylococcus I'm talking about includes internal heat. That one is very, very common. Headache, constant headache. Sometimes it goes and comes. And then we also have rashes, we also have discharge, and we also have worm like movement. Sometimes general body weakness. That's you walk from here to there, you're already tired, you can't do heavy things, you can't carry heavy load, you get tired. That is one of them. And then we have body vibration. I already talked about vibration. It comes like worm like movement or something like ant moving in your body. That is a symptom of staphylococcus. Yes. And then also waist pain or joint pain, any kind of pain around the abdomen or the joint is also caused by staph. Sometimes it causes chest pain, even pneumonia as well. Constant fever. That is when you sick of fever all the time. It also causes that, and many more symptoms as that. For women, it causes sperm leakage, and it also causes infertility for women as well. That infertility I'm talking about, sperm leakage, menstrual disorders, or lack of ovulation is part of it. And then for men, it causes infertility as well. And the infertility I'm talking about is low sperm count, low sperm motility or viscosity. Any of them, if you don't have a proper sperm count, you cannot impregnate a woman. And there's one mistake some men are making. They'll be having low sperm count. Even if only men, it applies to every other person. They'll be having low sperm count, or they'll be having a weak erection self, even quick ejaculation, and they know they are having infection. Instead of them to treat the infection first, they will first go and be looking for solution to the weak erection or to the quick ejaculation or to the low sperm count. My brother, any medication you use without treating the infection, which is the root of the problem first, sorry, it may not work. In fact, it will not work. That is for sure, because the infection is still there. Even if you finally get a medication that will work, you use it, after some time the problem will reoccur again, because the root of the problem is still there. Just like a tree, when you have a tree standing, you want to uproot it. Instead of you to remove it from the root, you are cutting the stem, the body first. After some time it will grow again. So that is just it about that. So now I want to talk about some mistakes which most people do about this infection of a thing. That is the reason why some people live with this infection for years. Staphylococcus infection has cure, yes. The thing is getting the right medication for it. Though right now as we are, injections, hospital injections, antibiotics do no longer take care of it properly, unless if you are just contracting it. Do you understand? So the reason why this infection is like that some people treat it goes and come, it has to do with personal hygiene as well, because it's not just contracted through sexual intercourse. And remember, it's a bacteria, so it's almost everywhere. You understand what I'm saying? It's almost everywhere. You can contract it by staying with someone that has staphylococcus infection without having to have sexual intercourse with the person, using the same toilet with someone that has this infection, or even living with the person as well, sharing a bedspread or clothes, anything, plates, anything at all, provided that the person is having staphylococcus infection. As soon as that bacteria flies from the person or anything the person is using and enters into your bloodstream, it comes in contact with your skin, then it enters into your bloodstream and start bringing symptoms. That is how it happens. So some people, when they finish treating, they don't go for test. to confirm that the infection is gone. Pico, tell me, you finish treating, maybe because the symptoms you're experiencing is gone, you believe you are fine, you no go for test to know whether the infection is still there or not, and then after sometimes it come back, you say staphylococcus is stubborn o, e never go, or it came back. The thing it might be that maybe the medication you are using is very strong for it, and then it stops all symptoms, but it still have some scanty growth left. It's only to check whether the infection is still there or not. If it's still there, you continue medication and then finish it off, so it will not come back again unless maybe you contract it somewhere. And that is one part. Another part is that many people think, that is those that are new to it, maybe staphylococcus, even the people that have it before, they think that maybe staphylococcus is something that you can treat like malaria. Well, it is not possible. This bacteria is a very, very stubborn one. You don't treat it like malaria within 1 week and it is gone. No, it is not possible. Excuse me. So as I was saying, after treating in a week, maybe you take a medication, now you are having a heavy growth of staphylococcus, you take a medication and then you expect it that simple medication you took should be good. Even if you go to the hospital, then give you the injection, maybe you took 12 injections or you took 6, and then the infection is still there, maybe the symptoms just decreases, the infection is still there. That is to show you how stubborn this state is. So staphylococcus cannot be treated like malaria. It is not possible because it is very stubborn way, especially those that have had it for a very long time. For me, like I said, I'm an herbal practitioner. If I'm treating staphylococcus with my herbs for patient that has it for, like, maybe let's say maybe the patient is having a scanty growth, you can take 1 or 2 depending on how fast your immune system reacts to the herbs. Because some people, when they have this staphylococcus infection, it start eating into their cells and weakening their immune system, so their body system doesn't act to any medication, because it's not all about taking medication. Your body system has to act with it to help it do its work properly. So if your body system is still strong, your immune system is strong, you use my herbs, maybe you use just 1 of it for scanty growth, possibly in 2 weeks you are fine. But if you are having heavy and moderate and heavy growth, you may be needing to take 2, 3, some highest 4. If you go to my page, if you are watching me from my page right now, if you go under some of my posts, you see some testimonies made by some people who have used my herbs before. Well, for me, I don't screenshot testimonies, I don't keep testimonies, because in Nigeria where we are now, there are lots of scammers and they've turned testimonies into fabricating and the rest of them. So even if I should show you any screenshot testimonies now, I'm sure most of you will be like, it is fabricated. So, well, good herb sells itself. So that is it. So you should stop making all these kind of mistakes if you really want to get rid of this infection. And one thing I'll advise you, after treating this infection and then you're very sure that it is gone, you go for test, confirm it's no longer there, then you try to fumigate your environment as frequently as possible. It is very, very important. Like I said, it's a bacteria and lives anywhere. It can survive any kind of environment, hard, cold, hot, anything at all. You get my point? It's even stronger than the what's the name of this virus, corona. So, but the only thing that's different from it is that corona kills quickly. You get what I'm saying? So that is that about that. When you finish treating, you fumigate. And if you have some cloth that you normally use before, any kind of, you try, maybe if you can change them, you change, or you sun dry, anyone. But you just have to, that fumigation is very, very important to kill any kind of, if the bacteria is around your environment, the fumigation insecticide will take care of it. So that is that. Well, for me, if you are interested in getting my herbs, then you can give me a call on 081-7186-3275. And also you can check, if you are watching me from YouTube, you can check below the prescription page, that's the description page, sorry, find my number there. You can also find my page, that's my Facebook page. I'll put the link there as well. So if you are interested, just give me a call. My herbs is 12,000 naira. I also put a sample of how my herbs looks like in the description page if you are watching from YouTube. If you are watching from Facebook, I'll put it on the comment section, so you check. And then if you also want to learn more about this staphylococcus infection, I made a video. If not, I will have expatiate more, but I already made a video about it and I wouldn't want to say what I already said before. So I will still put a link that will take you to the video below this video. Either if you are watching from YouTube, you get it from the description page. If you are watching from Facebook, you get it in the comment section. Hope I'm clear. So if you need someone to talk to on your issue, you have to hey, and I also want to talk about an issue. There is one man that I've been treating. His name is Mr. Stevie. Most people also make these mistakes as well. When you take medication and then maybe the symptoms are depressing, and you keep taking the medication, for your mind you feel the symptoms are depressing, but you take 1, 2, 3, and then one small symptom is still remaining but it has refused to go. Instead of you to go for test to check, because especially this body vibration, it is not only staphylococcus that causes body vibration, it might be someone else. This man has been treating. It took 4. Anytime he wants to buy, when he wanted to buy the third one, I was like, Mr. Stephen, why not go for test? Let us know whether this infection is still there or not. Mr. Stephen said that no, he knows his body that is not yet well. Assumption is not good. Having assumption is not good. Be sure, be medically sure, so that you will not be using drugs that are supposed to use for something else. If not, you will be wasting money. I told this man was like, no, I never bring another one. I never bring another one. It is not like that. There are different kind of things that can cause it, and some people, they go for test, they are having maybe body vibration, any other kind of infections like that, any other kind of symptoms, vibration, internal heat, or pinching, itching, and the rest of them, and they go for test. The test shows that there is nothing there. Since the tests have shown that you are not having staphylococcus infection, it shows you are not having staphylococcus infection. All you need to do is to detoxify your body system. Just detoxify any kind of unwanted microorganisms in there. You flush it out. You can use my apps for that, my herbs for that as well. So after doing that, if these symptoms still persist, then you go and see a medical doctor, not an herbal practitioner. If not, you keep wasting money. You go and see a medical doctor, then they will know what to do on your case. Go to a very good private hospital. You go to any general hospital, they won't answer you properly. Go to a very good private hospital, and then they will take care of your case. But to my own experience, from people I have treated in this case, they just need to detoxify. You get my point? So that is all about that. Thank you very much for watching. Like I said, my phone number 08171863275. If you need my herbs, it's in 2.5 liters quantity. If you're ready to, if you want to purchase your order, just call me or you chat me up on WhatsApp, whichever one, no problem. Thank you very much and have a nice day, everyone.